even though I shoot with the FX30, which has a super 35mm sensor, if I could choose one, I would choose a full frame sensor. Now, I understand the argument that super 35mm is good, and of course it's good, I agree. And the majority of movies since the beginning of cinema have been shot on the super 35mm field of view. So there's nothing wrong with that. It's just that I like the option to have a wider field of view if it was given to me. And especially since I like shooting on 85mm and stuff like that, just having a full frame field of view is just better. So what are my options if I have an FX30? Well, that would be something called a focal reducer. And now these have been around for a while, and the most famous one is by a company called Metabones, which they coined the speed booster. It basically, I'm not sure entirely about the science behind it, but it manipulates the light, something where it fools your camera and it contorts the light into giving you a wider field of view. And you even get, they claim on these types of adapters that you get a sharper image, you get one more stop of light, so it feels like a win-win. Now, I wanted to get one, but I didn't want to get a really expensive one. So I looked around and I found this one brand called Viltrox. And I just decided to buy it because the price was good, and I got the Nikon mount because I have a lot of Nikon lenses, and I decided just to check it out. And I'm happy to say that I have really, really loved this upgrade to my Sony FX30. It is just a wonderful little adapter that it's built really well. It allows you to adjust the aperture on the lens here, and it is giving me the field of view that I desire. I find the images to be really good and sharp. Now, here's the trade-off though. If you are using this adapter, especially the way I'm using it with Nikon lenses, it basically overrides the ability to shoot with the wonderful Sony autofocus that comes with the camera. So you are sacrificing that for the field of view. But I think it's worth the trade-off because, you think about it, a lot of cinema lenses are manual focus lenses. And generally, on the things that I'm filming, usually I have the camera just in one position and just filming it. So I don't need to have that constant autofocus. But of course, I would like it if it was available, but this particular adapter doesn't have that. So there's that. Out of all the camera things that have come out within the last 10 years, whether it be a slider, whether it be a drone, whether it be a gimbal, I think the focal reducer is the best one. It is what is the only thing that allows you to get a full frame effect with just a fraction of the cost, whereas now, of course, this is not turning your camera into an FX3. You're not getting that high native ISO that it comes with. The FX3 is a big price jump from the FX30, and I just want that wider field of view. I don't care too much about the higher native ISO. Of course, I would want it if it was given to me, but I just wanted that wider field of view. It's something to check out if you want a wider field of view without, spending the money for an upgrade for the full frame FX3. If you just don't have the budget for it right now, this is a good stopgap in between.